Greetings, this is Paul the Pope from paulthepope.com. Today's topic, trend update, legitimate Iranian presence in Syria. And we are November 15, 2017. Scripture references out of Ezekiel 38, verses 1 and 2. The word of the Lord came to me, Son of man, set your face toward Gog, of the land of Magog, chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. Also verse 5. From Ezekiel 38, Persia, Ethiopia, and Put with them, all of them with shield and helmet. And lastly, from Ezekiel 39, verse 2, and I will turn you about and drive you forward and bring you from the uttermost parts of the north and lead you against the mountains of Israel. And so what we got here is a map of northern Israel, and here a major landmark, Mount Hermon. And if you also notice, Google has done the favor of just removing the borders because we don't know where the borders are anymore, and it's unclear as to who belongs, what pieces of land belong to whoever. Well, thankfully, due to satellites, it's pretty obvious. You can see the fence, and where there's green growth, that would be Israel. So everything of this little line to the west, clear line out there in the middle of the desert, green equals Israel. Folks in Syria are having a little bit harder time growing vegetation, which brings us to November 15, 2017. Russia's Foreign Minister Sergey Lavrov has publicly stated Iranian troops are staying in southern Syria. And this is per the Interfax news agency. Iran is, quote, legitimately involved in Syria. Now, what's very concerning to Israel is the alleged construction of an Iranian military base. The reported base is less than 50 kilometers or 30 miles from Israel's Golan Heights border. This location is believed to be 14 kilometers or 8 miles south of Damascus near El Kiswa. And that's where the little red pointer is. This is El Kiswa, Syria, allegedly home of a reported built Iranian military base. Now, the context of the discussion was a ceasefire agreement in southern Syria, which was brokered by Russia, Jordan, and the United States. The U.S. was under the impression Iranian-backed troops would be removed from Syria. Russia's comments are counter to the Americans. And this is from the timesofisrael.com. Russian FM says Iran can legitimately stay in Syria. Link provided. Now, Russia sees itself clearly in charge of the happenings here in Syria. Lavrov went on to further comment, quote, we've just stated the fact that there is Russian and Iranian legitimate presence on the invitation of the legitimate government, which is Syria. And we've also stated the fact of the illegitimate presence of the coalition created by the United States, which is carrying out military actions, including unilateral ones. So the Russians are saying the United States is just doing stuff out there on their own. Lavrov went on to further state to seek withdrawal from the line of contact of non-Syrian groups, which are currently present in this very complicated Syrian region. Yes, this was agreed upon. But this is a two-way street, and if anyone looks at who is the most dangerous, they are those who are under the care of the United States. And again, that is Sergey Lavrov, Russian foreign minister. Now, Israel, for their part, has vowed to defend their safety. And again, here's the Israeli border. Just look for the green growth to the west. That's Israel. And Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu issued the following statement. And I quote, Iran is scheming to entrench itself in Syria. They want to create a permanent air, land, and sea military presence. We are not going to agree to that. And I've said clearly that Israel will work to stop this, and we must all work together to stop Iran's aggression and its pursuit of nuclear weapons. If we stand together, we will achieve it. But if we have to, we will stand alone. Iran will not get nuclear weapons. It will not turn Syria into a military base against Israel. And again, that's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. And that is taken from jpost.com. Russian Foreign Minister Moscow never promised to withdraw Iranian troops in Syria. So a link provided for that as well. And the bottom line is the military build towards Israel's future invasion continues. Check out Ezekiel 38:39. Once you get past the family names and who they belong to, it's a straightforward read. So if you're interested, check out paulthepoke.com. Key category, Ezekiel 38:39. Keywords, Magog, Russia, Persia, Iran, Lavrov, Syria, Golan Heights. Stay tuned. Keep watching. Things are heating up. Later.